Buenas noches, Don Esteban. I have just learned of your impending marriage.
Really? And you have come to wish me well?
I've come to wish you a pleasant journey back to Spain.
Spain? I believe Senorita Cortazar plans an extended honeymoon, but I had envisioned something like Santa Barbara, or perhaps Monterrey.
No, I think you should go back to Spain alone.
And leave the senorita behind me?
Both the senorita and her money.
I'm gratified that you're so concerned, Senor Zorro.
I am.
The Walt Disney Studios present Zorro, starring Guy Williams and Cesar Romero.
Did you send Bernardo on an errand? I can't find him.
No. Esteban is paying his respects to Senorita Cortazar. He took Bernardo with him.
Ah, that explains why my guitar is also missing.
Esteban has a fine voice. Margarita likes music.
Oh, Father, can't you see what's happening?
Yes, he's still trying to marry you off to Margarita. Let him try. It'll keep him occupied.
That may have been his intention a week ago, but now I think he has another idea.
Oh?
I think he intends to marry her himself.
I might have known. He is after her money.
Forgive me, Father, but you always seem to suspect the worst of Uncle Esteban.
Esteban has come to California to get a fortune. He makes no pretense of that.
Agreed.
And he has not tried one single scheme in the last 2 weeks. He spends all of his time with Margarita.
Who has a considerable fortune, yes.
And I am certain your mother's brother is well aware of that fact.
You know, Father, we may be doing Uncle Esteban a great injustice. However, I think I'll ride out to the Cortazar Hacienda just to make sure that the romance is progressing. Con permiso?
Sí.
Mi amor, lovely and fair, mi amor, tell me you care. I adore your laughing eyes, mi amor. They hypnotize my heart. Here's a song from afar, time to the beat of a gypsy guitar. What's in store? What's fate's design, mi amor? Will you be mine? Will you be mine?
Bravo, bravo. Diego, my boy, you've come just in time. Here, play. Margarita? Dancing partner a caballero ever had.
Gracias, Esteban.
In Madrid, your grace would be the envy of every senorita at court.
And they would hate you for it.
Here it is. I thought for a while I had lost it.
Oh, Father.
Well, you must admit, Margarita, it has been in my keeping for a considerable length of time. Diego, buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes, Don Marcos.
You've seen this, haven't you?
I don't know.
The Cortazar necklace, the traditional wedding present for the firstborn, which, as you know, is Margarita.
I remember now.
This is the most beautiful necklace I have ever seen. But you do not need it.
She won't need half the gifts she gets when she is married.
Oh?
For generations, the Cotazar women have been notorious for the loot they have collected. We must have a trunk full of those upstairs.
And Margarita gets it all?
That and all the land she can ride across in one single day.
Well, I hope you have a fast horse.
You are very thoughtful, Esteban.
Uncle Esteban is always thinking. But when you do decide to get married, I'll lend you my horse. He'll cut the size of your father's land down to that of a garden.
Then you had better get him ready.
Oh?
Esteban has asked me to marry him.
Oh?
And she did me the great honor of accepting me.
Well, Diego, what are you going to say?
What can I say? Except to wish you the best of everything, both of you.
She'll be quite an addition to the family, eh, Diego?
Quite. And when will the wedding be?
Soon as possible.
After a respectable passage of time.
Oh, of course.
You will stay for supper, Diego?
Gracias.
Send your mozo for Alejandro. We might as well have the whole family in on this.
Yes, I think my father will be very interested.
Oh, Esteban, you said you would give me your opinion of my wine cellar, if you can bear the separation.
Certainly, Don Marcos. Oh, I'll leave Margarita with you, Diego. And don't you let him tell you any bad things about me.
As if he could.
If you'll excuse me, I'll send Bernardo to get my father.
Yes, of course, Diego.
Uncle Esteban has really done it this time, huh? Why didn't you stop him? I suppose you're right. The only way you could stop him would be to hit him on the head. And it may come to that. Go home and tell my father what's happened. Calm him down before you bring him here. Margarita.
See?
We know one another well enough so that we don't always have to mind our own business, huh?
Of course we do, Diego.
Well, this marriage, is it what you really want?
More than anything in the world.
No, I mean this particular marriage.
Yes, I know. I do not consider this is my last chance.
I didn't mean that.
I know you didn't. And it is very sweet of you to worry, Diego. But I would not.
Well, it's my privilege as a friend, and I reserve it.
You know, we will not be friends any longer after we are married. We will be relatives.
Yes, you'll be my aunt.
Yes. Yes.
Now what are you doing?
Ah, wildflowers.
See? Lupins. They're very pretty, aren't they? If Bernardo starts back to the Cotazar Hacienda now, Margarita can have these before she retires for the evening.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Oh, not at all. Bernardo's a good rider. I've seen him.
You know what I'm talking about, Esteban, and we might as well discuss it here and now.
Discuss what?
This so-called courtship and marriage of yours.
My father and I were very concerned with that.
Oh, well, I'm very pleased to hear that.
You are?
Yes, I didn't know how to approach the subject myself, but since you've opened it up, Alejandro, I will need a little money.
What?
Margarita's a wonderful girl. She deserves more than wildflowers. I thought a few presents now and then, little trinkets, you know, jewelry and that.
Now, you listen to me. You do not love Margarita. You are only out after her money.
Oh, Alejandro, how can you say such a thing?
How can I?
Please, calm yourself.
That is good advice. You're a sensible lad, Diego.
All right, will you listen to me then?
Bernardo, take these to... Oh, tell him to take these to Margarita.
I don't think he's going to listen.
Oh, certainly he will. I can't get through to him, but I notice that you never have any trouble.
All right, but you're not married yet, Esteban. Zorro has something to say about this.
Zorro?
Yes. To Zorro, a thief is a thief. Whether she's stealing funds from the church poor box or trying to marry some unsuspecting girl for her money. And Zorro always rides against the thief.
I do not like the word thief, Alejandro. But for some strange reason, you seem to be a little upset.
Upset?
So I forgive you. But I hope you're right. I hope your Zorro does try to interfere. He's been a thorn in my side ever since I came to California. Oh, I am just waiting for a chance to meet him again. Bernardo, do you think I should marry Margarita? There, you see? And you must admit he's an impartial observer.
Buenas noches, Don Esteban. I have just learned of your impending marriage.
Really? And you have come to wish me well?
I've come to wish you a pleasant journey back to Spain.
Spain? I believe Senorita Cortazar plans an extended honeymoon, but I had envisioned something like Santa Barbara, or perhaps Monterrey.
No, I think you should go back to Spain alone.
And leave the Senorita behind me?
Precisely. Both the senorita and her money.
I'm gratified that you're so concerned, Senor Zorro.
I am.
Now, shall we see which one of us leaves California?
May I help you, senor?
Don Esteban! Don Esteban! Are you all right?
What is it, Manuel? What is wrong?
I don't know, Don Alejandro. There are noises.
Esteban! There'll be more than noises, senor, if you continue to court Senorita Cortazar.
Esteban! Esteban, what is happening? Esteban!
Bernardo. More flowers? Ah, Cupid's little helper, eh?
He is not going to give up, is he?
Well, neither are we. He doesn't love Margarita, and he's not going to get her money. Take the flowers up to Uncle Esteban, and when he leaves, let me know. I think I'll ride part of the way with him.
Again, Senor Zorro.
Apparently you did not heed my warning, senor. That was a mistake.
I left the hacienda unarmed this morning. That was my mistake. It will not happen again. But since it has...
Yeah! Yeah!
The road to Margarita's hacienda will continue to be wet, senor. I must advise that you do not try it again.
exactly right in coming to me, Don Esteban. After all, I am the acting comandante.
There was no other place for me to go, Sergeant. I was too far from the hacienda, and I certainly didn't want Senorita Cotazar to see me like this.
Bless you.
Gracias.
Well, the next time you wish to visit Senorita Cotazar, let me know, and I will give you an escort of soldiers.
Oh, gracias, Sergeant. Nothing lends more flavor to a romance than a military escort.
See, there's something about a soldier. I see what you mean, Don Esteban.
Besides, Sergeant, I don't want protection. I want Zorro right here.
I understand. I, too, want Zorro right there in my jail.
There must be something we can do. Think.
Not you, stupid. Just iron.
There must be some way we can get Zorro. Some trap we can set.
He is certain to appear the next time you are with the senorita.
See, but I do not want to involve her in this. It is too dangerous. Yeah.
I wonder. Sergeant. And Don Esteban is an excellent swordsman. You all know that. You all know he is a man of great courage, afraid of nothing or no one. Tonight, he is taking the senorita to see the lake by moonlight. And he defies Zorro to try and stop him. Oh, excuse me, my friends. Buenas noches, Don Diego.
Good evening, Sergeant.
Little one. Don Diego, I was just about to go into the tavern. Were you perhaps about to go into the tavern also? Perhaps?
No, Sergeant. We're on our way back to the hacienda. We only stopped because Bernardo thought the cinch on his saddle was loose and he wanted to check it.
Oh.
Well, everything seems to be all right, so I say good night, Sergeant.
Buenas noches.
Sergeant. Sergeant, you will have to help me. I'm having a little trouble with the senorita.
Oh. Oh, of course, Don Esteban. Now, what is this?
I don't care what you say, Sergeant. I'm not going to shave off my mustache.
We'll let you keep your mustache, Corporal. What is it now?
Don Esteban, this is too tight. I can't breathe.
You are not trying.
Can we stop and loosen something?
We haven't got time. Sergeant Garcia will be waiting for us at the lake.
Mi amor, lovely and fair, mi amor, tell me you care. I adore your laughing eyes, mi amor. they hypnotize my heart. Here's a song from afar, time to the beat of a gypsy guitar. What's in store? What's fate's design? Mi amor, will you be mine? Will you be mine?
Ah, senorita, we are alone.
You are not that alone, senor. Buenas noches, senorita.
You again, Senor Zorro?
You and I have something to settle.
Ah, but the situation is different now. This time I have my sword with me.
Good.
If you're a true caballero, you will help the senorita down from the carriage. Then you and I could settle this once and for all.
Splendid. Senorita?
Grab him, Cobra! Easy, boys, easy!
A very clever trap, senor. You're to be congratulated. All right? Who wants to be first?
Sergeant Garcia! Sergeant! Sergeant Garcia!
Oh, there are more. Very well, I'll wait.
Sergeant Garcia! Sergeant Garcia!
Help! Help!
Sergeant Garcia!
Help! Help!
Come, senores. I cannot wait all evening.
Sergeant Garcia! Sergeant Garcia! Help! Help! Sergeant Garcia, what's the matter?
You seem to be deserted, senor. Hey!
Sergeant, no! See!
Senor, if you plan to continue the pursuit to Senorita Cotazar's money, I suggest that you learn to swim. Next week, Don Esteban plays the final card in his game to win the lovely Margarita and her fortune.
We'll run off and get married right away. By the time Zorro finds out about it, we'll already be married. What can he do then, huh?
A clever scheme, but Zorro will not be outdone. Join us next week for thrills and fun in The Legend of Zorro.
Out of the night, when the full moon is bright, comes a horseman known as Zorro. This bold renegade carves a Z with his blade, a Z that stands for Zorro. Zorro, who makes That's the sign of the Z.